3 different bigs. The first 2 can be power forward or center. We will start with the 6'11". So for those who have been playing the game or don't mind starting off with a big that is inside and can hit a jump shot here or there, this won't be for you. You have close shots, so you can score in the paint prodigy on silver, get nice layup animations. You can use 3 cap breakers to get to the bam layup if you want it. You can get a actual 90 drive and dunk on this, yes, if you want to get that extra cap breaker, but it only gives you like a tomahawk or something, or tomahawk cockback, which aren't that great, so you don't really need it. But you get to start off with your posterizer, which is at silver, and you get your contacts off of 1. Then you have stand and dunk right here. That'll get you a rise up to gold, and you'll be able to do a lot of animations. You can get so many good animations, so you're a finisher first. What I would do if I was you for this build is go either finishing, so you can do pluses if you want it there, or do shooting. I did shooting because I'm going to do shooting on all my builds, and that just makes it easier, so all the progress goes towards them, no matter what build I use, so I get all the badges. I don't plan on making a 99 3-ball mid-range or anything like that, so it's always going to be valuable for me. If I did make a 99 3-ball, then I will probably do finishing or playmaking as the other one. With this, you will get up to a 83 3-pointer. I'm not going to touch the mid-range at all with my caps. If you want to, you can go back and do yours later, but this is one. Free throw, you can put caps on there too. You can adjust some of this too if you want, so you can get a little bit more. It's not necessary. I play rec. I can hit with I was hitting with a 50 free throw, so if you want, you can put a little bit on there, but you'll make still maybe like 50, 60. It's all about the free throw animation and then the rating. There's bigger green windows on certain free throws this year than it was last year, where it was more for the rating. So they finally made it where, like the jump shots, the base, your green window is based off of the free throw you choose. There's a bunch out there. You can do 2K labs, but Shea is one, Katie is a good one, Klay Thompson is a good one, Tim Duncan is a good one for bigs. So I don't think you get the Shea or Klay on here, but you can get Tim Duncan and KD. Then you got 65 ball handle, gives you some nice dribble moves. You get some Giannis crossover when you hit starter 4 at this point, but by that time you have enough cap breakers where you can probably get way better animations. You can start off with the Giannis crossover dribble style. So this is just a base so that you can get some decent moves, be able to dribble and handle the rock. 82 pass accuracy. You can bring this down if you want and lose out on a dimer and drop it down to like a 87 or 86, depending on if you want a certain pass style. Actually, a 77 gives you like Sabonis, which is a good one, or not Sabonis, Jokic, and yeah, I prefer Sabonis over Jokic, so that'll be one. So that's up to you what you want to do with that. Interior is here to get all the silver badges on defense for the post. Then you have silver here, and you have the opportunity to get to 93, so you can have gold paint patroller. This is just to get the low end on steel, where you get both bronze. Necessarily, you can just drop this down to 70 if you want. I mean, at 70, 60 if you want, and that way you only have interceptor, and then you can plus it to whatever you want, to silver, or do a +2. But I will probably just +1 it, so that you can stop the people that are doing like picking and rolling. You'll be able to steal that. Perimeter, this will give you a movable enforcer and be able to hit the big man as he's rolling because of off-ball pass. You start off with, you can switch these around, but defensive rebound is way more expensive. This is why I did offensive. It'll still give you good animations. 2K Toots did some animation thresholds where at a 79 you'll get the same animations from 79 all the way up to 99. So as long as you hit that and you're over 78 on both of yours, and you'll see like some YouTubers, they'll put them at 80 because that's just what they feel comfortable at, because there's also a thing where do multiples of 5. So like where right here, multiples of 5, you get slightly better thresholds and animations at certain things. But this one is a weird one where it's at 79. You have speed at a 73, 63 for agility, strength at an 83. This gives you brick wall silver, and your vertical is at a 78, and that's because that's all you need for the contact dunks. But when you get enough cap breakers later, which I wouldn't make it one of the first things that you should prioritize, if you put this to a 80 vertical, you can get your high flyer denier to gold. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I would first start off with the shooting, then you could do the vertical if you want, and then go to block, or block then vertical, whatever you want to do. And then what do we have here? Rim running, put back eraser. You can get this to a 95. Like I said, these would be the ones you would do last, not necessary at all. So here, don't worry about that. Here, don't worry about it. Here, you can +2 it with the cap breakers, so you can get the 76 to get the BAM floater if you want to do floaters. If not, then you're fine with the regular animations you get for the layups. So you get your 3 ball. So this is 67, 73, 78, 82, 83. Once you hit the 78 with the +3 cap breakers, that's where you can leave that threshold at if you want. You do get more badges if you do the extra +4. And then at the 83, you get limitless on bronze. But to start off with, your first 3 cap breakers, no matter what you do, I would throw them on the 3-point shooting. You can do that, and then you can wait for the other 2 cap breakers, if you like, for the specialization. Or what you could do is same thing, or you could just wait. You could do the first 3 and then do free throw if you want to get if you feel like your free throw is too low. I do have a jump shot that I did make for like a 67, if I remember right. I think I'll show you my jump shots for the bigs that I have at the end, after all of them. But there's 1 or 2 where there's low and you don't have to need it that high, and then you can, maybe you'll do 1 or 2 on there and then put your free throw up, feel more comfortable with it if you like. And on one of my point guards, I actually have a 59 free throw, so I know you can hit them, and I can hit them consistently. I shoot probably like 80% with it using Klay Thompson free throw. So on my big, I think it's about 70, and I use Kevin Durant. I'm trying to go through all this information now, so I don't have to go back over it with the other builds. pass accuracy, if you want that 85 pass accuracy or 87 to get break starter and gold and some of the other stuff, where you can get up to a little bit higher and 90 and stuff, this is where you can do it at. It's not necessary. This will cap you out at what, 72, which you would only need to, yeah, you get like a few things. There's something you get at 73. Don't remember, but you don't need to put anything else on speed with ball unless it's one of your really late caps and you just want to be a little bit faster, because you already get the Giannis dribble style. And then with one cap breaker here to go with your vertical, with your blocking later, if you really want to get your blocking up to a 93. Two cap breakers here will give you Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Some more strength will give you, probably only need to go to the 4, which is 87, and they'll give you a few more things like post up and all that, because you will be able to get post powerhouse with this build if you want. And with 6 of them, that'll put you at so on this build with these 6, that will put you at a 73, which will turn your interceptor to silver. That's the way I set it up. I don't remember what the perimeter, if you get a higher badge on perimeter besides it will be off ball pest, and maybe you can get on ball minutes and stuff like that, but that's not a priority for you as a big, but you can have the opportunity to get some of those extra badges. Now we're gonna go to a 7-footer. So yeah, so you can't get pick dodger, but you are able to get challenger on the other build. Can't get it on this one, but you can get it on the other one. I think it's bronze or silver challenger with those extra cap breakers. So with this one is a little bit taller, less drive and dunk, but you are able to get to the point where you're able to start off with this build and you don't have to build into it for the shooting. This is a build where you have a close shot at 84 once you use one cap breaker. Then you get the bam layup. If you want, what you could do is move the layup down to get this extra point here. It's up to you however you want to do it, or you can drop this down by 2 so you can still have a posterizer, but you lose out on a Giannis dribble. I mean, not Giannis dribble, Giannis dunk package. Decent free throw. 93 ball. You can drop this down by 1 and use a 1 here. This will save you extra points, because then you could put some points here and throw them other places if you want. That's a decision you have to come up with. Decent passing. This will gives you that versatile visionary. If you don't feel like you need it, then you could drop it, but I like it as a big man because then it'll help you get the ball up the court and they can catch it a little bit better with the higher pass accuracy. Get the Giannis dribble style, get a few dribble moves that you're able to use right off a rip. Interior defense, so you get gold, patroller, and the rest of them are silver. These steals and perimeter can go up with the cap breakers. We'll show you that. Paint patroller on gold right off a rip. Same thing. Offensive rebound is cheaper than defensive, but you can switch them. Just gonna lose out on a lot of stuff. I can show you that on the last build if you like, how much stuff you lose out on. Then this has a speed of 66, agility 83, strength 83, like the other one, just so I can get that silver brick wall, and then you can bring up the stats on the other ones and the vertical. What you get is a shot erasing putback stretch. So with this one, you can bring it up and you can cap these out 95. This will put you at a 83. I wouldn't go up that high. Maybe if you want to do 2 cap breakers to get, like, I don't know if you can get Devin Booker dunk package on this guy or not, because of, I don't think it's a requirement for it, so I think you should be good. One here gives you silver, what is it called? Paint Prodigy. Definitely can get these higher if you like. You get your up to, what is that, 85? Nope, 87. If you want that 87 pass accuracy to get the silver breaks, not silver, gold break starter. What is that? 74. And that way you'll be able to get strong handles, and also you might be able to get ankle assassin and some other stuff. There's certain badges you get at like 71, 72, and 73. Can't remember off the top of my head. Same thing, I left you 2 caps to get to 96 for the Hall of Fame rebound chaser. So this is plus 14, which would give you a 62. That will put you at a bronze interceptor. And here will give you a 64, which will put you at the immovable enforcer bronze with caps. This will help you on the perimeter and stealing the ball when you have to play pick and roll. Not even pick and roll. So this just help you not just on the perimeter, but also pick and roll, having a switch, hedge, show, rotate in the defense in general. You can get a few more animations and badges when you do the strength a little bit higher, and you only need 1 cap breaker here eventually, and that'll get you gold high flyer denier. With this one, this is a inside first that's able to shoot from 3 because you have a mid-range to start off rip, and it's cheaper that way. You can do it the other way. You can go mid 3 first and mid lower, but you need to at least 60 in both categories to use the shooting specialization. This gives you the Giannis dunk package and the Wemby dunk package. One more will give you a standing dunk on Hall of Fame. Got a nice post patrol, so you can get a lot of stuff. I don't think, so you can't get a 79 strength to get post powerhouse any higher, but most people don't do post moves, so you're good. I already explained that. Low free throw, you can bring that up whenever you want. It's plenty. If you know how to shoot free throws and know your timing, just look for where your cue is. So with this one, you're going to use normal dribble style because you can't get it any higher this way. You can't make it with shorter arms, so you can get the 98 3 ball and do all the other stuff that everybody else do. This is a build that I made that you'll still be able to shoot on, and you're a 3-level scorer, but at the same time, you're able to not necessarily dribble like some other people, but some of the bigs that do the dribble moves, they only do like behind the backs to create their space. So you still have a few behind the backs that you can use like normal basic that do nice dribble moves, and you still get to be able to pass the ball up the court. But this one is actually literally able to do everything, all of everything but playmaking for the most part of dribbling. But you're able to pass. And then you got defense with the interior defense, perimeter defense, which gives you the move ball force or off ball pass and that type of stuff. You do lose out on interceptor on this build, but you do get the gold block for paint patroller, and bronze. You can just level up bronze, use a +1, get it to silver. Should be fine. Otherwise, you don't have to use it at all. This one gives you both. Gives you the gold rebound chaser. Most of the 7-4s do not have gold rebound chaser because they want to make it so that they can shoot. So they only have an 85, so you can out rebound them. So at 85, what does that give you? Alright, because I got that one. So 85 gives you the gold box out, but the rebound chaser is way more important to me. So this is the nice in between of you making a defensive 7-4 and a offensive 7-4. This is the sweet spot for me. I have yet to see anybody make a 7-4 where it's in that middle sweet spot where you can do everything besides ball handle. This is not your job. Your job is to shoot or dunk the ball, whether it's you cutting, slipping backdoor, screening, and then dropping, and being able to play defense and grab boards when you are in the paint. If y'all playing a zone or drop coverage or switching like that. So speed is a 72, agility 74. I like to use the takeover called it's called Jet, and then there's another one for strength if you want to use it, but I prefer Jet. Rim Reap and Lob Threat. So with this one, you only need one cat breaker. You can do that one after you do your shooting, which is what I would recommend. So put your first few cat breakers on here, which will give you 75, 81, and then that's your 83 right there. From there, you can put the pass accuracy up if you want. Probably not necessary. Definitely don't use it to +2 on your ball handling unless you don't have any other cat breakers you can do later on in the game. There's nothing much you can get at these levels. You will have to get this would have to been at a 83, which you can make it at 83, and then you have to once you get up to a 88, it brings up your post lockdown defender or whatever badge. But like I said, most people don't do post ups, so you're not worried about that. And if they do post ups, there's a little thing where somebody can just run up in front of them as a guard or anybody that got a decent amount of steal and just knock the ball out of their hand, because that's the most vulnerable. Most of the time you get the steal, you won't get the foul. This one has the higher rebound, but it will give you decent thresholds so that you can just level this up to a 79. So this is the one I use. It only takes a 94. That's why I said if you get it up to a 78 and get your silver set shot specialist, this is a jump shot you can use.